Every government has its Secret Service branch. America, its CIA, France, Deuxième Bureau, England, MI5. NATO also has its own. A messy job? Well, that's when they usually call on me, or someone like me. Oh, yes. My name is Drake. John Drake.
I thought it'd be just as well if no one saw me arrive.
John, it's so good to see you.
How are you? Did you get my letter?
Yes, I did. It was very comforting. If anything could be right now.
Well, your cable didn't say very much, you know. You just whistled and I came. How are things?
I've got the future to think of, the kids to look after, and I'm staying here. I'm not running back to Australia.
I hear from the newspapers that you're managing the airline yourself now. Is that right?
Yes, and I could make a success of it, too, but they're not going to let me. We lost another aircraft yesterday.
The New Guinea run?
Yes. It's always the New Guinea run.
Between the islands?
As far as we can calculate. Same as always?
Yeah, the same as always. So the newspapers were right. They were shut down. Cheers.
I don't believe that.
Well, what else could it be? Sabotage, perhaps?
Politics.
What kind of politics?
Well, everybody knows the New Republic doesn't like us flying between their two islands.
By international law, there's nothing they can do about it. With no witnesses around, what's to stop them buzzing your aircraft and shooting them down over the sea?
Look, our boys have often seen them flying on that route, but they've never given them any trouble. Besides, we're constantly in touch with our crews. If they were attacked, they'd signal back to us. Whatever happens must happen very suddenly.
Any ideas?
Well, after our first aircraft went in, the Singapore press was full of it. It was natural enough. A number of local people were lost. 2 weeks later, it was the Republic's Independence Day. The second aircraft went in. Just disappeared.
With Paul?
Yes, with Paul. Well, the same papers were shrieking. This time, the Republic celebrates its anniversary in blood.
I'll do that for you. Let me get one thing clear now. You think that someone, an enemy of the Republic, is doing this to put world opinion against the government? Is that right?
Yes, someone who refuses to accept the new regime.
Well, this someone, whoever it is, must have a contact within your organization.
I don't know about that. I just don't know where to begin, John.
Come now, that's what I'm here to do. Let's begin on the inside, shall we? Now, look, it's going to be no good me going along with you tomorrow and you say, "Good morning, everyone. This is John Drake. He's come to find out who's been sabotaging your aircraft," is it?
Well, what then?
A job. Job with your
As
outfit.
what?
Hire me as a steward.
Oh, the smell of rat. We're already overstaffed.
That's all the better. Let them think I know where the body is buried. All right, I turn up as a no-good, and you hire me, and everyone says, why? Because he's got a holdover, they all say.
Do you really think they'll believe that?
I don't know. Let's find out. Anyway, I'm more liable to attract the right kind of attention if I show up with obvious criminal tendencies, aren't I?
405 to Port Moresby. There's some cargo I saw listed. Do you know if it's...
Good morning. A very Merry Christmas to you both.
Good morning, sir. Is there anything I can do for you?
Yeah. Give me a nice smile. Tell Mrs. Jason I want to see her.
Mrs. Jason, do you have an appointment?
No, just tell her that John Barnes is here. She'll see me.
In what connection did you wish to speak to her?
In connection with obtaining myself some employment.
Oh? What are you?
I'm a pilot, but I ain't particular. Anything will do.
Well, we are. There's nothing doing.
Oh, I have to go and see her myself.
I'm afraid not.
I'm sorry, Mr. Meisener. Your newspaper said enough irresponsible things already.
You mean you are afraid to help me, Mrs. Jason? You let them shoot down your planes, murder your passengers, and yet you are not prepared to make a statement.
Those planes were not shot down. There's no evidence.
If you refuse to name the New Republic as the guilty party, then my paper will insist that the authorities take away your license. Good day.
Mr. Barnes.
Hi, morning, Mrs. Jason.
You want him out?
No, Benno. What are you doing here, Mr. Barnes?
I brought you a little Christmas friend. Me.
Anna, I don't wish to be disturbed. Would you come into my office?
No. You better get used to seeing me around here. Who was the journalist?
Meisener, proprietor of the Pacific Free World. He used to be worth millions, but he lost it all to the New Republic. But he's building up again over here.
Uh-huh. All right, you better break the bad news.
Anna, would you send Benno in, please?
Well, remember, no one must know who I am. No one at all.
Of course. Benno, this is John Barnes, Captain Benson. Mr. Barnes will be joining us as a steward.
Stuart quota's been filled already.
You'll have to bend it a little, won't you, to make room for me.
For accommodation, we have a couple of empty apartments, I believe.
Yeah, there's one on the north side of town.
And the other one?
That's reserved for pilots.
All right, take that. I hope that it faces west. I don't like the sun in my eyes first thing in the morning.
Give him that one, Benno.
But, Mrs. Jason, he's not a pilot, he's a...
Please do as I say.
Okay, Mrs. Jason.
Merry Christmas.
And, very Merry Christmas to you, too.
Where's Rollo?
Rollo?
You're not staying with him for Christmas.
Who's Rollo?
Roland West.
Is he the guy that had this apartment before me?
What do you mean?
Hasn't anyone told you yet?
Told me what? Just flown in from Sarawak. Been away 3 days.
Roland West was on the New Guinea flight yesterday.
Yesterday? The one that disappeared?
That's right.
I'm all right.
Oh, you?
Thanks. I'm sorry. I'll be all right.
Perhaps I better drive you home. Feeling better? Oh, my name is John Barnes. I've just joined the airline. Perhaps I ought to take you home now.
No, please. I'll be all right. My
You
car
sure?
is downstairs.
Oh.
Mr. Barnes, I wonder if... I don't think I could stand being alone this evening. Most of my friends were Rollo's friends and I.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm a stranger around here myself. I'd appreciate the company. Where shall we meet?
It's a happy time. I'll be there at 8.
All right.
It's near the Cathy block.
Fine.
Oh, and my name's Giselle. Giselle Simon.
All right. I'll see you later, then. What had Giselle Simon been looking for? Whatever it was, she hadn't found it. It was still right there in the room. For the next 10 minutes, I played hide and seek, and then I found it.
very good evening to you.
Oh, hello, Mr. Barnes.
A little late, I'm afraid. I hope you haven't been waiting for too long.
How long is too long? But you're here now, so you're forgiven.
That's right. Oh, waiter, large whiskey, please, and another one for the lady.
Oh, no, thank you.
Do you know what happened to me? I had quite an adventure. Someone broke into my apartment.
Did he take much?
That's the funny thing. Didn't seem to take anything.
What did he want then?
I don't know. I thought perhaps you might be able to help me there. Here, I keep the change.
Me?
Yeah, well, I mean, he couldn't have been after anything of mine unless it was empty bottles. Did your friend Rollo leave anything of value around?
Rollo?
Yeah.
No, at least I don't think so. You've told the police, of course.
Oh, no, why? Do you think I ought to?
If you're a good citizen.
They ask such awkward questions, though, don't they?
Oh, I'm hungry. Let's go and eat.
Yeah. Oh, you've forgotten something.
No, it's not mine.
This what you're looking for? You ought to be more careful, you know. You dropped this when you searched my apartment this evening. Let's go inside, shall we? We can talk better.
Let's stop playing cat and mouse.
Who's the cat? Who's the mouse? Come on now, honey. Why?
Rollo and I were very good friends. I wrote him a great many letters. I wanted to find them before someone else did.
Too bad they got to me first. Oh, boy. I wish some girl would write me love letters like this, huh?
Rollo was supposed to pass it on to me.
Oh, payoff, huh? What for? Oh, come on now. I'm not greedy. I'll split with you.
What did you want?
A pilot with a bankroll that size can mean only one thing. Contraband. Now, I'd like to make myself, useful to whoever's paying out that kind of money. Come on now, honey. What was he smuggling? Dope, diamonds, gold?
Are you particular? Stand up, please. Turn around.
Who are you?
Lieutenant Ching Lee, you are both under arrest.
On what charge?
Quite a number of charges as far as you are concerned, Miss Simon.
Oh, now, come, Lieutenant. You haven't got anything on me, have you?
You forgot? I overheard your conversation just now. I am taking you both in for questioning.
Oh, we're talking.
You are a very smart fellow, Mr. Barnes.
I think we could all use a drink.
Giselle called me. She told me about you. I had to test your sympathies. From what I've heard, you're anxious to work for us, correct?
Correct.
We might be able to use you.
How much do you pay?
Be a little patient, Mr. Barnes. I'll call on you tomorrow and give you the details. To our pleasant association. Good morning, my dear sir.
Oh, do come in. Good morning. Merry Christmas.
To business, Mr. Barnes. This vacuum flask is the brother of the one you use on your aircraft. You will get it aboard your flight today.
Oh, how did you know that I was flying today?
I know everything, Mr. Barnes. You are on the noon flight to Bilcoa.
Where do I deliver it in Balcoa?
No trouble. Our agent works at the Bilcoa airport.
Very clever. When do I get paid?
As soon as our Bilcoa agent informs us that the flask has arrived safely.
What's in it?
What is in the flask is none of your business. You will not attempt to open it.
It looks like one of our flasks.
Could be.
It's got more than soup in it. Could be gold.
Yeah. All right. Could be a bomb. You see, it's fastened down here with those two rivets. I'm going to take a look inside.
Yes, but if you cut them, they'll know you've opened it.
I'll put it together again so they won't know. Now, you go back up to the house for a few minutes. Get yourself behind a nice thick wall.
John, I won't let you do it.
And take your son and air out of here, please. Peta!
What was it?
Oh, the alarm's over. It was gold, all right.
So they are smugglers.
Look at that.
What?
Clever Mr. Chin Lee. I wanted to find out whether I'd open it or not, so I put this piece of undeveloped film on the inside. Now I've exposed it to the light.
And there's no way of replacing it?
Not a chance. He's the only one who knows what was on it, and I don't, and I never will.
Yes, but what would it matter to them if you saw the gold?
Well, they wanted to find out if they could trust me, whether I'd look inside or not. The next time they give me another flask looking exactly the same, but that time it would have contained a bomb.
Well, what are you going to do?
Screw back the top, replace the rivets, deliver it, and see what happens.
But they'll know you've opened it. What will they do to you?
Oh, let's find out. I better get moving. It's time is at the airport. I delivered the flask and was back again in Singapore that night. Now all I could do was to wait for Chin Lee to make the next move.
I have excellent news from Bilkawa, Mr. Barnes.
Oh, you do? That's quick.
News travels very fast, especially good news. You delivered the flask, Mr. Barnes?
Oh, that's right. How about the pail?
Yes. Shall we step inside?
Oh.
They say you replaced the rivets very neatly, Mr. Barnes. I told you not to open the flask. Enough! It is enough, isn't it, Mr. Barnes?
Wake up.
What's the matter? What's the matter?
We're there.
Where?
You told me. You said follow the man in the car.
Which car?
That car there.
Did they go into the house?
One of them, he dropped the other two in the city.
Do you know who lives there?
I don't know.
All right. Drive me to the Jason airline. Quickly as possible. Come on. Quickly.
Somebody save Mrs. Jason. Now listen, Barnes, go back to your place and clean yourself up and don't come here again looking like...
No time for games!
Now, wait a minute.
John, what happened? Come inside.
You got a street directory?
Yes, I have, but what
Give it to me
happened?
quickly. A street directory.
Yes, it's right here. John?
Thanks.
Who was it?
Chin Lee, Mr. Chin Lee. Semaphore, Sentinel, Selector.
Have a drink.
85. 85, Mr. B.W. Meisener. Wasn't he the man?
Yes, you remember he was in my office the other morning.
Makes very good sense. Mr. Meisener, editor of the Free World, hates the New Republic. Do you know who's in with him? Mr. Chin Lee. He pays him to smuggle bombs aboard the aircraft, and when they disappear without trace, he accuses the New Republic of having shot them down.
Why should he want to do that?
I don't know. Didn't you say yourself he'd lost everything to the new government?
Yes.
Well, maybe if he can discredit them, get them out of office, he'll get everything back that he lost. I don't know. Call it personal hate, whatever you like.
Excuse me, Mrs. Jason. I wonder if you'd sign tonight's flight schedule. No changes, oh, except Miss Simone rang in. She'll be taking Miss Youngling's place.
Just a minute. Did you say Miss Simone had changed with the other stewardess? What time did she call in?
Anna, what time did she call in?
Oh, a few minutes back. She said she wanted to get to New Guinea this weekend. Her boyfriend will be there.
Oh, Peter, this might be the break we've been waiting for. I'll tell you what I'll do.
But Mrs. Jason, it is late. I have an important dinner engagement.
Mr. Meisener, we've made a discovery. We called you to help us investigate the reason for our lost aircraft. Since your newspaper was so concerned, naturally we thought you'd like to see for yourself.
This is no time for...
You do want the truth, don't you, Mr. Meisener?
Of course. And what is it you want me to see?
The Just a moment.
What is this? Mrs. Jason, what are you trying to do?
I'm giving you a joyride, Mr. Meisener.
A joyride? Where are we going?
This is the New Guinea flight.
Without passengers? What kind of a joke
Your
is this?
newspapers are the cause of this.
Mrs. Jason, you are committing the most serious offense. If you do not order your pilot to return at once, why, you have kidnapped me.
You can make the charges yourself in New Guinea, Mr. Meisener.
You're not taking me to New Guinea?
Yes, we are.
But the route is dangerous.
Oh, yes, it is. Very dangerous, Mr. Meisener. We want to find out why. Excuse me, please. Would you bring them through now? Thank you. This way, please. Mr. Meisener, we think that these good people here are the key to our problem.
I don't know them.
No, of course you don't, but we believe that they've been smuggling gold. Excuse me. Have you got that? Thank you. Now, this young lady here was given this by Mr. Chin Lee here, and she smuggled it aboard.
We're going to open it. We wanted you to be here.
Yeah, that's right. You know, I'm sure it's gold. Just a minute. Let me that. Thank you. We'll just punch a hole in the top, all right?
No, stop!
What's the matter?
Stop, it's a bomb!
Now, what made you think it was a bomb, Mr. Meisener? The young lady did bring a bomb aboard, but we left it behind with the police at the airport.
You gave me a bomb. You would have killed me. I thought it was gold.
Oh, yes, of course you did. Otherwise, you wouldn't have come aboard, would you?
Now, don't think you can.
Turn her back to the airport, Benno. The passengers are waiting. The New Guinea flight will leave an hour late this evening.
Yeah, no hard feelings, Benno? No hard feelings.